Hello everyone. I thought I'd just make a quick Zoom introduction video for you so you can learn your way around it as easy as possible. It has some really cool features, and one of them is the breakout rooms, which I've just shown you here. You can set the number of breakout rooms, and once you send kids to a breakout room, you can't actually hear them, and they all can talk to each other. And then you can send messages to them and broadcast to them, and then you can close them down, and it gives them 60 seconds. And then they'll come back into the room and join everyone. It's very easy to use, and there's some nice little features, and you can do recording on it as well. You can record your whole lesson. There's a couple of different ways of getting into Zoom. You can download the Chrome extension, and you'll get this little button up here, which will appear on your screen, which is a nice little touch. And you can go into it from there, and that will show you. You can schedule a meeting or start a meeting from there. Or the other way is that you can install the actual app, and then it will take you to this screen. And I quite like this one because you can do a number of things, and your meetings that are scheduled come up here, as well as meetings that you have run will appear on here on the side. The other thing I think is a really good idea to do with your Zoom meetings is to make yourself a spreadsheet and copy the actual connections into the links into the spreadsheets, and share this with the kids as well, so that they can get to the Zoom meeting either from a calendar entry or from this timetable entry, which you might show them. Now, there's actually a third way of getting into a Zoom meeting, and that's to actually go into your calendar. And once you've installed the Chrome extension, by clicking on a calendar entry and making a new entry, you can type in your Zoom meeting or your meeting, and then you can click make it a Zoom meeting. So let's just make a test meeting. We click make it a Zoom meeting, and then that gives us that code that I was pasting back into. Just copy that and stick it straight back into your calendar, or you can get that same code from down here, and then you come over here and add guests. And then when you click save, it's going to send that straight to that person. It'll be on their calendar at that time. And then most of the kids are finding that in high school anyway, that's the best way for them to come in, because it gives them a reminder 10 minutes beforehand. And that was a really good idea from Luke. So once you actually start a meeting, you'll end up with a screen like this. And you'll usually be asked to join with computer audio. So you click that, and then you get this big screen, and then you've got all of the command functions down the bottom here, and they can go and move around at different points as well. The first command we might look at is just if you invite people, it'll pop up and it'll remember where you've been before, and you can put people in there, but you've come in a different way, so you don't need to invite people. If you manage participants, you'll get a list here on the side of all the participants down the side. And if you click on the chat window, you'll see the chat, and you can change the chat settings here so that anyone can print on them, or no one can print in here, and the kids can talk to each other as you're talking to them, and then you can read questions there if you like. And then up here, all of the names will come down, and you can mute and unmute as you see fit. It seems to work very, very well. I've had 18 kids on at the same time, no mute on, and everyone can ask questions whenever they like, and it works quite well. So the next thing I'd like to show you is let's get rid of my face on here. We can share the screen, okay? And there's some settings for share the screen where you can allow others to do it, but I wouldn't be doing that just yet. If you share the screen, you get to choose which screen, and you can get to do a whiteboard, which is a very cool function. You can even plug in other devices. I quite like this one because I can work around it. I can actually set a portion of the screen. And that's a really nice idea, because then you just get to choose the portion. So the green arrow here outlines the portion of the screen that you're going to see. And then what you can do is you can move that around as you're talking, and you've got your person now. You're going to see me twice because this is the one from Zoom that's now in here. And we can scroll up and down in our classroom now, and we can show people where resources are, etc. And while it's recording. One of the benefits of using a screen like this, as outlined by the green area, is that you can move it around and it will record like that. But the other thing is you can actually click on the side of different screens here and or use your arrow keys to move between slides, which is quite helpful if you want to work around and get resources ready while you're talking to the kids. The other thing is then up the top here now, all the commands have moved to the top, and you can stop the sharing here. You can pause the sharing, you can manage participants, etc. And this is where you would also get your record on this computer command. And the cool thing about once you start recording, it also puts in a pause record. So you can pause the record and start the recording again, which I'd really advise is a very handy tool. And you can also annotate up here, so that when you annotate, it drops in a new menu, and you can grab stuff in there, and you can say, all right, this is the area that we need to be focusing on, kids. The eraser quickly rubs that out. And then to get rid of this, if you hover your mouse back over the green area, you'll come back, you have to click annotate, it then takes it away. So you've got that more toolbar there, and you can stop your video, mute people, manage participants, etc. still all from here, and or stop the sharing. Probably the last thing I should show you is that you need to be able to stop or end the meeting, or one of the last things, and if you click end the meeting here, then that ends the meeting completely and drops you right out of the meeting, and it also kicks all of the kids out of the meeting as well. When the recording is made, you'll get a recording that looks like this, and on the side here it forces I think your face to be at the top, and any participants that are in the meeting appear down the side here, and it's quite a good quality recording, and it records everything that you do as you're working and teaching the class. So I hope that's been a little bit helpful for you in regard to an intro to Zoom. There's lots more that you can do. As I said, it's got the rooms and the annotations and all sorts of powerful tools. So get stuck into it and enjoy it, and let's make the most of this distance education. All right, goodbye.